never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Oh nah. Give it to me like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming, have you breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. I want it till you get right. I can get it to you right, baby. I wanna be healing. I can be real good. We don't get any feelings. Hey, I need some love.
Hello, everybody. Thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. We are definitely live today because, child, we got a lot to discuss. Well, first and foremost, if you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. We have Tokyo Toni out here in the news, and she's right back at it with her antics. And shout out to one of our members, Brittany. Today is her birthday. Um, so we have Tokyo Toni. She's live, and pretty much her live is pretty much our transgenders a part of our problem with the kids' agenda. Now, when it comes to this particular conversation, it's given me lack of understanding. Okay. So this is my thing. I'm sorry I had to send a message, but I'm sorry. My thing is with Tokyo Toni, if she wasn't just all over the place, maybe I could take her serious, but I really don't take her serious. Like Tokyo Toni, I really can't take her serious because every 5 minutes she's up and she's ranting about something. And for you to be a Black woman, you already know how hard it is out here in these streets. And you want to gather everybody up on a topic that you know is controversial, and you want somebody to toot your horn. Beep, beep. It's not funny. This is like real life. When you speak about trans women and they don't contribute, or things of that nature, ma'am, you're doing a disservice to our community. You're doing a disservice to our community. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Being a woman, a trans woman that was just being cozy in my own skin because somebody else wasn't happy with who they were, decided to attack me. And when you say, you have a problem with trans women and this and that, take the time to get to know people before you just start judging people. You get all riled up, and I feel like it is so pointless because you learn nothing. You scream, you shout, you block people. You're asking for input. You have people blocked because you go on your rants, your tirades, and you go on a blocking spree. Oh, you ain't sending me money, you're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked. Well, ma'am, you're never going to have nobody converse with you in your chat because you have them blocked. So speaking of the trend, I'm gonna give you an experience of of being a transgender. Give me one moment, guys. And actually, let me go ahead and get us some music going. Okay, we gotta, get our vibe going. Okay, you know how we do it over here. If you guys can, you're able to, please bless that Cash App, the PayPal, or the Zelle is scrolling on the screen. All right, we have Couture Bay in here. She says, watching while at work. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you.
To 10, a transgender woman says she was the victim of a hate crime and that the Tulsa Police Department has failed her miserably.
But TPD says they don't have enough evidence that what happened was a hate crime. News Channel 8's Bert Mumolo reports on a harrowing incident at a local hotel. Bert.
Brenna, her name is Queen Tulsa, and she says she was simply being herself and was hated for it. The person with the cell phone is Queen Tulsa, who not long before this moment arrived at Woodspring Suites to visit a friend. She says the woman at the desk was immediately hostile.
Why are you yelling? Why are you talking to me like this? And that's when she said, get the F out. I'm about to beat your ass in the parking lot.
When she saw the woman holding a wooden pole, she became frightened.
I got scared, I'm not gonna lie. I peeped out the door. She was standing, in fact, there. She was blocking me from my car.
No, I'm not going to leave. I called the police and I'm waiting for them to come.
As tensions built, another employee allegedly got physical. Do you consider this a hate crime?
It is definitely a hate crime.
We don't see the evidence that this assault and this treatment was because of her sexual orientation or where she is as far as being transgender.
For one thing, says TPD, when officers arrived, at no time did she say she felt it was a hate crime.
At that time, not really. She was just very upset. She felt like they didn't have rights to put hands on her. They didn't have rights to do this, that, and the other.
And that video of the alleged assault?
The video wasn't on a tripod somewhere else.
Right.
So it wasn't super clear in that video how this assault took place. So he looked at it and followed up with, can you show me how this assault took place? And she didn't do that. She couldn't do that. She became perturbed with him and then would get away.
And that when the officer asked you to recreate exactly how you were assaulted, you were unable to.
Oh, I don't think that I'm under stress,
She told News Channel 8 she was struck in the neck and ribs and is confident of the motive.
Do you think this happened because you're trans?
Oh, absolutely. The slurs, she called me a male. It was just a lot. They were calling me the bro. Get that man out of here.
When it was all said and done, Queen Tulsa was cited for trespassing.
In this situation, she's breaking the law by staying in a private business after being asked to leave. And then when she says no, that business has the right to try to forcibly move someone from that business, and then turns around and says it's a hate crime. So you have these nuances that really are best to be dealt with in court.
They failed me. They failed me miserably.
Feeling traumatized, she says she's sharing her story with the hope others don't experience something similar.
When you think about trans lives, 57 trans people died last year. I don't want to be on somebody's milk carton. I don't want to be on somebody's rest in peace.
Queen Tulsa says that even though no one was arrested, she intends to press charges against the employees of the hotel. We reached out to Woodspring Suites to see if they had anything to say. They told us no comment. Reporting live, Burt Mumla, News Channel 8.
So, Tokyo, when you talk about transgender women, right? Transgender women, are we a problem? Well, I want to know, why is it some of our people are always aggressive to us in our community? I think people make things harder than what they are. Let people exist. If no one's bothering you, what's the big problem? Because my existence isn't taking away days out of your life. You know what I mean? I'm, you know, an assault and attack. When you talk about trans or you talk about gay, that's always going to grab people's attention. However, I'm not out at no bar shaking it up in front of kids. I don't agree with certain things that I've been seeing, trending as well. You know? Okay, so if we're going to talk about it, then we're going to talk about it all the way, right? So let me go ahead and pull some content up and we can discuss. So give me 1 second. All right, guys. Just give me 1 second. I don't know, today is whoa, 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 whoa. It is on whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, everything is kind of bagging up on me. Okay, so there's a video of drag queen gyrating in front of child has Texas pause, pushing for legislative action. An explicit viral video of a raunchy Texas drag queen show performed in front of a little girl sparked a social media backlash and has state lawmakers pledging legislative action. The video, filmed by Blaze TV host Sarah Gonzalez, shows a drag queen lifting her skirt and gyrating while lip syncing lyrics to the song P ending in Y by Lady as a confused kid looks on from one of the nearby tables. My pee is good. He is sweet. He is good enough to eat. Go the lyrics as the drag queen gyrates. The young girl sits in a booth at the Garden of Eden brunch show in Plano restaurant EBB and Flow, watching the proceedings as several adult women in her party look on with blank faces. Gonzalez said on Twitter she attended the show, calling it an it was not immediately clear if the party with the child had bought tickets for the drag brunch. Social media listings for the event warned of strong language and suggestive dialogue that may be but that may not be appropriate for all ages. Okay, so there was a disclaimer. The post was retweeted more than 2,400 times as of Tuesday afternoon and had Republican lawmakers moving to pass legislation. Disgusting and entirely inappropriate for any child, State Rep Brian Slayton wrote on Twitter. A drag show is no place for a child. I am committed to protecting kids from these sick displays, he went on. We will get it done when the Texas legislator returns in January. Texas House Rep Jeff Leach said it was unreal. This is happening in our state. And if I have anything to say about it, it will be unlawful in short order. Texas Ledge, he wrote. One commentator snipped back, I see one kid call CPS with a shrug emoji. Another asked if that meant they planned to outlaw drag shows, arrest parents, or raid homes of people having drag parties. Critics also flooded the restaurant's Yelp page with negative comments after the viral video. One reviewer wrote, the food is pretty good, the service is quite average. They host sexually explicit drag shows in front of children. This is not okay, and I will not return. The post has reached out to organizers of the show and the restaurant for comment. Instagram of the video of two performances filmed at the restaurant on Saturday's show, performances that include lap dances and cash toss to the performer. The invite also comes with a disclaimer and a viewer discretion warning. This is a ticketed event at a private establishment, the poster said. We believe it is a prerogative of parents and guardians to make decisions regarding the well-being of their children. If you would not allow your children to see a rated R movie or watch TVMA performing, this is not the event for them. Minors must be accompanied by a parent or guardian. Okay, so now that we've heard that, are the adults responsible? You know? Hey, Science. Science says hello. Science says hi and welcome to the Tulsa show. Please misspell curse words. Yes, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. It's definitely free. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Do you feel like kids should be at the drag show, pumping it, throwing dollars up in the air to their, performers? If there's a viewer discretion advised, the parent consent is needed, the parents go through with it. Who do you think should be held accountable? Do you think that the establishment should stop all their events because certain individuals have an issue with it? Or should they continue on with business as usual? Because this is a business. Is today Tuesday? Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just over here. Okay, so let me be honest with you. One thing that really bothers me is the gays. The gays when it comes to pimping out their children, you know. And this right here is just like I just feel like this is I'm 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 disturbed, you know. I'm disturbed by this information. Okay. I'm very disturbed by this information and I just feel like um not all gays. Oh, hold on, guys. Okay, so I'm pretty disturbed by this information, so I'm going to share it with you all.
Girl holding a teddy bear in bondage gear. People thankfully. When Balenciaga released that disturbing ad campaign last month, which featured a young girl holding a teddy bear in bondage gear, people thankfully reacted. Balenciaga's parent company called Caring saw its stock price plummet compared to its rivals, as you can see on your screen right now. But the sexualization of children is continuing anyway, even though no one wants this garbage. Gucci just released an ad featuring the singer Harry Styles posing with a child's mattress. He's also wearing a pink teddy bear shirt. And Benetton just posted photos of kids in underwear. What's going on here? Robbie Starbuck is the host of the Robbie Starbuck Show in Kansas. Now, Robbie, good to see you. I'm going to tell you what, this is the most outrageous thing.
Okay, guys, so let's keep in mind that we've already had an issue with it. The public has already spoke out saying we don't want to see these type of ads. We don't want to see this type of content. But you have these big celebrities that support these companies. What do we do, guys? How do we bring awareness to it? We want to hashtag and cancel everybody else. We should be hashtagging and canceling these people. We need answers. We wondering why people are getting these ideas. Well, there's a message. There's a message on these television screens. There's a message in these ads. If we are going to talk about it, let's talk about it. All this. My way 23 says, and welcome. Make sure you guys are hitting the like and make sure you guys are hitting that Cash App. We have we have a goal of 5 Cash Apps a day. We're starting off with 5 Cash Apps a day, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys can contribute to the show, we have a 5 goal Cash App, okay? We have a goal of 5 Cash Apps a day. If we can go ahead and start showing some love right now before we get into the February, because it's going to be a lot of love in February. But listen, guys, if you can, please hit my Cash App. Please hit my PayPal. Please hit my Zelle. Please support my channel. I'm an independent content creator. And I have a goal of 5 Cash Apps a day. 5 Cash Apps a show. My Way 23 says multiple media outlets are reporting rapper Saucy Santana has come out as straight. Wow, I'm not buying it. You know what? I'm not buying it either. I'm not buying it either. I'm not buying it either. It's given, gay for pay. goodness. So yeah, we have a lot to discuss, guys. So let's get back into this content. I have to pause it and get my commentary and let it play so they don't flag us. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
That were sexualizing children for the sale of adult clothing. What do you make of this?
It's absolutely outrageous, Sean. And let me just say, it's easy to reflexively jump to attacking the left for this because this comes from their woke ideology.
Yeah.
But the truth is, it's time for the rest of America to look in the mirror because silent majorities kill nations. And the silent majority we have here in America is incredibly dangerous because silent majorities allow very, really crazy, extreme minorities to then go rule with very loud voices.
Right.
And when they do that, this is the outcome. You allow these loud voices in the room to rule over everyone. And worse yet, the media and every pillar of culture and entertainment and everything else, they came together to manufacture that silence. And not only that, they somehow convinced us that being a silent majority was a good thing. That has to change in order for us to fix this culture. And people need to speak up, frankly. They've got to be loud and proud with their values and with rejecting values like this and saying, we are not going to allow the sexualization of kids in America, period. There is no discussion. We're not going to go to the table.
Okay, so right there, we the people can make this change happen. We have to stop buying it. Stop buying it. And the artists that support it, stop buying their items. Stop buying their items. That's how we can dim all that down. That's how we can dim all that down. We need to stop buying it, stop promoting it, stop liking it on our social medias so it can get out of our feed. Oh, I'm able to buy me some Gucci or Balenciaga and not this, that, and the third. Okay, well, if these people are representing something, then love, I'm going to cut you off too. Because you're telling me that you support and you sponsor it. I don't care if you have stock in it.
And say, let's negotiate. There's no negotiation here. We will not allow this in America. And until we all step up and say that and have these uncomfortable conversations, I fear we're going to see more of this. And, with my career from Hollywood directing Oscar-winning actors, actresses, some of the biggest music stars, I can tell you, none of this is a mistake. The idea that this is just one or two bad people, that's not how this works. The number of people who have to sign off on ad campaigns like this is immense. They know what they're doing. The truth is they just don't care. They don't care about the safety of kids or the sexualization of kids. They care about manufacturing kids who will turn into adults that are a part of their woke agenda. And they know that if they groom them now, it's more likely they'll be with them later. And that's why we all need to stand up.
Robbie.
Okay, so what are y'all thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on, excuse me, what are your thoughts on that? Okay, what are your thoughts on that? We want to know. The people want to know. People want to know. Absolutely. The people want to know. And I think that, it's a valid question. The people are, okay, science says, they say trans people is boycotting the Aretha Natural Woman song. All right, we're going to actually dive into that topic right after this.
A moment ago, we had the video from Benetton, or the photo of the Benetton. I mean, these are like 9-year-old girls. We blurred out most of it. but they're standing in sexual poses in underwear. I mean, if you see this full screen, it is absolutely outrageous. And I can't help but think that not only are we sexualizing kids, but we're normalizing pedophilia, that adults should be attracted to young children, which, by the way, Robbie, this makes children the target of people who want to do bad things against these children, sexual acts towards these children, as opposed to a culture that would say, you know what? We're made to protect children. We're to make sure that we put those pedophiles behind bars. We put them in jail. We don't encourage pedophiles with ads like this.
Yeah, and I would pose this question to people. When has a nation existed?
So that's my thing. When is it appropriate for parents to say, you know, no, that's a drawback. I'm going to pull back. I feel like that's inappropriate. We gotta, these parents, it's all about that dollar, y'all. These people aren't just going and recruiting kids and saying, oh, well, we're going to put you on an ad. They have the parents' permission. They have the parents' permission. So when are we going to hold the parents accountable? When are we going to hold the parents accountable, guys?
That was permissive of this type of sexualization of children and accepted pedophilia and lasted. Nations don't last when you take the most vulnerable and you say, you know what, let the monsters eat them up. And that's what we're essentially doing. And it's being backed up by academia. Yes. And then when you look at further into that backstop, governments across the globe, the UN, they're all a part of this idea that there should be a child rights agenda where kids should have the right to sexualization or to have sex changes or have sex with adults. And the truth is, there is no sex with adults. You can't do that. It's rape, okay? And they don't want to talk about that, but they're doing this in third world countries. They want to bring it here. And
well, he said it. He said it. I'm just giving my commentary. Guys, make sure you are hitting the like button. We need a Cash App. If you guys can go ahead and hit that Cash App, we have a goal of 7 Cash Apps this show. We have 0 right now. And I know that'll change because we have some beautiful people out there that are going to sow a seed into the platform today. Oh, yeah. We're going to place that Cash App right there. Okay. Absolutely. You guys hit that Cash App. Yes, we're begging. It goes into our channel. This is to build our platform. We're working. Okay. Now let's get into this content.
And we've got to reject it. If we don't, we're in big, big trouble. And if people want to help this, they can go to places like freedomforever.us and help organizations like that who are fighting this on the ground every day.
You know, Robbie, those people who want to make that transition, one, they're sickos themselves, or they've never had a 9-year, 10-year, 14-year-old little girl to think that they should be sexualized. One good thing coming out of this is that moms left and right of all political stripes are standing up and pushing back to protect their little girls. Thank God for that. Robbie Starbuck.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for sticking with us. Okay. Give us a minute. All right, so let's go ahead. We have some comments in the chat. You said I said 5. Yeah. Well, I had to go up 3. Well, I had to go up 2. So we're going to do 7 Cash Apps. So guys, I'm going to go on a quick commercial break. And actually, I'll just, put up my thumbnail and, let you guys sew into my channel. And once those, cash apps start rolling in, then we'll continue the conversation. All right. So Aretha Franklin's song, A Natural Woman, blasted by fake transgender activists. Update: after tweeting they are a parody account, the Trans Cultural Mindfulness Alliance now isn't there just a satire group, and we're merely joking about harmful anti trans stereotypes. They're saying a little prayer. One alleged activist group in Norway is calling for Aretha Franklin's hit 1968 song, You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, to be removed from both Apple Music and Spotify after they deemed its lyrics offensive. The Trans Cultural Mindfulness Alliance took to Twitter last week to condemn the ballot, citing that it has ignited harm against transgender women. Aretha Franklin's 1968 song, Natural Woman, perpetuates multiple harmful anti trans stereotypes. The organization tweeted, "There is no such thing as a natural woman." The message continued, "The song has helped inspired acts of harm against transgender women. TCMA is requesting it is removed from Spotify and Apple Music." However, the group has since claimed that their original post was indeed a satirical in a message to the post on Monday afternoon. The group also updated their tweet bio to now say parody satire. The post has reached out to Franklin's rep, Spotify, and Apple Music for comment. According to the organization's bio on the social media platform, they aim to promote cultural changes to ensure the inclusivity of trans individuals. Many Twitter users were outraged by the opinion of the Queen of Soul's work and questioned the legitimacy of the claims. So, someone heard the song and attacked trans people? One person wrote in a response, "What are things that never happened? What are things that never happened for 400?" Another wrote, "Oh my God, get a life and stop trying to cancel everything. How sad and pathetic one's life must be if this is a priority to you. This is a great song. You go, girl," out of Aretha Franklin. Someone else typed, "It's a great song and I'm going to listen to it right now because of this post. Thanks." Others were so taken aback that they actually thought the statement was coming from a parody account. "This is satire, right?" One user questioned. "Clearly, this is a parody." "Good one, guys. Almost got me." Someone else second. The organization clarified later in a follow-up tweet that they were not in fact a parody account, but rather that they were trying to make culture more fair for transgender individuals. At the time, Franklin's song, A Natural Woman, was deemed a powerful song and had an inspiring message. She even performed the hit at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. in 2015 during a ceremony honoring the track writers, Jerry Goffin and Carole King. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think that, the transgender people were going too far? Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments, okay? All right. Tanya says that song was about how a man made her feel. My Way says I can't watch a podcast that knowingly is making content from a story that has been proven fake. Be right back. All right, well, come on back, honey. Grab a snack and come on back. Well, listen, guys, we have met our time on today's show. We did not meet our Cash App goal, but that is not a big deal because we will be back live tomorrow. And so you guys have another chance to donate tomorrow. All right. Well, I am your host, Queen Tulsa. This is the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. And thank you all for tuning in.